There isn't a way out. There is.
That's all for this edition of Dateline. We'll see you again Friday at 9, 8 Central. And of course, I'll see you each weeknight for NBC Nightly News. I'm Lester Holt. For all of us at NBC News, good night.
A big thanks also to Governor Andy Beshear.
Biden has a lot to thank Beshear for. Beshear pushed Biden's radical transgender agenda, even lied about sex change surgery for kids.
A big thanks also to Governor Andy Beshear.
Thanks to Beshear, fewer people are working than when he took office.
A big thanks also to Governor Andy Beshear.
Thanks to Beshear, nearly 2,000 criminals are back on the streets.
A big thanks also to Governor Andy Beshear.
Biden and Beshear, thanks, but no thanks.
Good evening, everybody. Chris Allen here live at News 40 with a look at the radar. We've had some pretty good rain come through the area. Some of the heaviest rains now east of Bowling Green, including some lightning and small hail being reported in some of these places down in Sumner County and then back toward Macon County and even into Allen County, southeast of Scottsville, and then stretching all the way up through Edmonton, Columbia, even up toward Danville, Kentucky. All of these showers are moving with the cold front out to the east and will dissipate or just become light rain showers during the overnight hours. I'll have a complete look at your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 10. I'm Morgan Hoover. Our top story tonight, new shopping developments could be on the way to Bowling Green. The city approved an agreement with a development company to split the cost of an extension to Bluegrass Farms Boulevard. The plan is to create new retail opportunities like what you may see in Nashville or in Lexington.
People look for stuff like this when they are looking for a place to relocate. We look for these type partnerships where we can partner with private developers and private landowners and have a win-win. So it's happening. It's under design as we speak.
News 40 will be keeping you up to date with ongoing developments of the Bluegrass Project. You can visit our website for more details. That's WNKY.com. Another new development may be on the horizon for the Kentucky Trans Park here in Warren County. The proposed development would feature an aluminum melting plant, which would expand the industrial park roughly 100 acres. The development was proposed at tonight's Planning Commission meeting. Commissioners voted in favor of the development. There are still a few hurdles that need to be cleared for the company and the property owners to come together for this proposed development. The recommendation now goes to the City Commission for a vote. The South Central Kentucky Community and Technical College hosted a first-of-its-kind seminar in Warren County today. News 40's Noah Fairber was there and has more details.
A first-of-its-kind cyber safety summit is hosted by Sky CTC to help the community become cyber aware.
We're very fortunate that we had an opportunity to gather people here from the community to learn more about cybersecurity. Most people don't know October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, so we were able to get together and talk about password security and multi-factor authentication and all the things that individuals, businesses, and academia and the government's doing to keep everybody safe.
Different speakers presented about different topics related to cybersecurity, including one who took his own unique approach to the idea.
I used a combination of AI programs to add the session details of what I was asked to present. I allowed ChatGPT to create the content. I took that content into another AI program called Wondercast, which creates podcasts, and it cloned my voice to say all the words. I then took that content and I went to an AI program called Beautiful.ai, which created a slide deck.
Gossett hopes people take away two major points from his presentation.
Just being aware that AI is here, it is already impacting our lives, it's already impacting our business, and like anything in technology, the design behind it is for the common good. Understand the human aspect of it Just like technology, again, 100 or 50 years ago, replaced jobs and functionality, AI is going to do the same thing. So if you're a student or if you're an educator, my urge to you would be don't forget the human aspect of business. We're all in the people business.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Noah Fairber, WNKY News 40.
All right, Noah, and welcome into those just now joining us from CBS. More local news now. A favorite Halloween tradition kicked off tonight. The annual Pumpkin Trail has begun, and it was celebrated with a trunk-or-treat event tonight. Bowling Green Parks and Rec say they wanted to provide some safe family fun for the kids and raise some money for the Special Olympics program. They had 43 cars participate tonight, which helped raise money for the program. They also took donations at the front, and this all ran on top of opening the Pumpkin Trail today, where around 400 pumpkins line the park. Those will be up for you to view until Sunday, October 22nd. And Chris, it doesn't seem like the rain kept any of those trick-or-treaters away tonight.
No, I mean, he wouldn't keep me away. I mean, if I didn't have to work, I would have been there to get some candy. I want candy. Here's a look at a line of showers and embedded thunderstorms stretching from about Hendersonville and out the Cumberland Parkway on off into the central part of Kentucky. As we continue to look at some rainfall totals, how about 8/10 rounded up in Scottsville, according to the Kentucky Mesonet Network. Really, this is showing 2/10. We have picked up from the airport 33/100ths of an inch of rain. Some locations about a ½ inch or more with some of the heavier downpours we've picked up this evening, and we're not quite done yet. I'll tell you more about that coming up in just a few minutes, but right now, a preview of sports. Here's Patrick.
All right, thanks, Chris. We have plenty coming up in sports tonight. Bowling Green look to keep their soccer state tournament run alive. We have the full recap from the Lady Purple's Round 2 matchup against Sacred Heart. Plus, we preview our Football Frenzy Game of the Week. It's all coming up in sports. Morgan.
All right, Patrick, more local news now. Congratulations are in order for the Warren County Public School District as 2 of their programs are nationally recognized. One of the awards goes to the district's wrestling coach as they go into their 4th season. The relatively new program is doing pretty well. The coach said he was surprised to receive the email from the National Federation of High School Associations, naming him the 2023 Wrestling Coach of the Year for Kentucky, but is proud of his kids for working so hard.
We had one of our girls place top 5 in the state for the girls division. And then we had 3 state qualifier boys for the high school division. And we had one kid that was 1 round away from placing in the top 6 for the boys, which that's the farthest any of our wrestlers have made it to this point.
The coach says wrestling is a well-rounded sport and hopes that as the seasons go by, more kids take an interest. Warren County's South Warren tennis coach is also getting recognized as he receives the same award for Girls Coach of the Year for the state in tennis. He tells News 40 that this past season was nothing to sneeze at.
We had another great year. We had a girls doubles team win the region title for the 7th straight year. We finished runner-up to Greenwood here in the region, had some success at the state tournament as well. So it was a great year.
Again, congratulations to these 2 coaches on their awards and hopefully some more great seasons to come. Well, in health news now, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. MedCenter Health wants to make sure you're aware of the services they offer to their patients. They offer a walk-in breast clinic. They also offer different places to get mammograms if you can't make it to Bowling Green. You can head to Franklin, Scottsville, or Horse Cave and check and see if you're at risk for this deadly disease. Doctors at the Bowling Green branch are happy to be able to offer these services to the community.
The good thing about here at the medical center is that we can do it under one roof. Multiple times patients have to go to different cities, different hospitals, different clinics, and some people find it hard. We are proud to say that we can do everything here under one roof.
The oncology department is located in the Medical Arts Building at Park Street and 4th Avenue. And while it's most commonly found in women, men can get diagnosed with breast cancer as well. In fact, the American Cancer Society estimates 530 men will die of breast cancer this year. Madeline Wright introduces us to a survivor who wants other men to know the symptoms.
Think quick. Attaboy, that's better.
45-year-old Juan Namnen says the best part about coaching is the relationship with his team.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact like my coach had on me.
So he went to work for Frankfurt High School, where he's been the head baseball coach for 17 years. But in July 2022, he found a lump in his chest. His wife urged him to get it checked out. Doctors said it was stage 2 breast cancer.
Complete and utter shock. I was speechless. Breast cancer or almost any kind of cancer doesn't run in my family.
According to the CDC, 99% of breast cancers diagnosed in the U.S. are found in women. 1% are found in men. Experts say anyone can get the disease, and it can easily go undetected.
Unlike for women, there is no breast cancer routine screening for men.
Namnen had to get a double mastectomy. Cancer was a big hit to him and his players.
So sad, I'd be crying, actually. And I just was like praying for him every night.
The coach says he missed 3.5 months of work during his treatment. He's been back at the school for about a year. Players are thrilled to have him back.
I think of him as my dad, because, I didn't really have a father figure growing up, and for everybody, he's been a father figure.
The coach, now an ambassador for the American Cancer Society, urges men to be in tune with their bodies.
When you find a lump, it doesn't hurt anything to check, to feel, to self-test.
A process that only takes a couple minutes and could save your life, so you can go back to the people you love. Madeline Wright, CBS News, Philadelphia.
And a recall to know about now. Fisher-Price is recalling thousands of popular toy trains over a choking risk. The recall involves roughly 21,000 of the Thomas & Friends wooden railway troublesome truck and crates. You see that on your screen right now, as well as the Thomas & Friends troublesome truck and paint toys. Fisher-Price says a small plastic piece can loosen or detach, posing a choking and ingestion hazard for kids. So far, no injuries have been reported. The toy trains were sold from February of last year through August of this year. You can go to service.mattel.com for instructions on how to receive a full refund. And it's Safe Sleep and SIDS Awareness Month. Every year, there are about 3,400 sudden unexpected infant deaths in the U.S. Many of those deaths are caused by unsafe sleep situations. Tonight, we have tips on keeping babies safe as they sleep. Keeping babies safe isn't just a day job. At night, some parents may unknowingly be putting their child in harm's way.
Resuscitating infants as a pediatric emergency room physician is one of the worst things we have to do to tell a parent that their child has died.
Dr. Sarah Lazarus with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Strong for Life program says the risk of sudden unexpected infant death syndrome is highest for children younger than 6 months. But experts say keeping babies safe when they sleep is as easy as ABC. A stands for alone.
As an exhausted parent, it's so easy to make a quick decision to put your child into bed with you, but that decision can really be fatal.
B is for back. Lazarus says a baby's neck isn't strong enough to prevent suffocation.
As long as your child is not rolling over, they need to be truly placed on their back, that the mattress be really firm and flat, so you don't want to use any inclined sleep surfaces.
And C is for clear. Your baby's sleeping area should have nothing but a fitted sheet in it.
Making sure that all blankets, stuffed animals, everything is removed from that crib.
And if your baby falls asleep in a car seat, move the child when you get to your destination. Children's Healthcare of Atlanta says to also dress your child lightly for sleep in a room that's in a cool range that's comfortable for a lightly clothed adult, and use a sleep sack in colder months as an alternative to blankets. Still to come on News 40 at 10 as signs the conflict in Israel and Gaza might intensify. President Biden delivered an address from the Oval Office tonight. The latest details from that address in just a bit. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is back after the break with a full look at our forecast. That's next.
Sundays are for football. WNKY 40 is your go-to for the NFL. Watch games all day on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
I'm Ashley Wilson. Coming up tomorrow on News 40 Sunrise, find out how you can have fun with the whole family with an event at Dugas Park. Plus, end your Friday with a heartwarming story in our upcoming edition of Feel Good Friday. These stories only on News 40 Sunrise.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby. Cut back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, man. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living. Your new home is protected with a 210 warranty and backed by our full-time service department. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com, because life is too precious to be put on hold.
If you're searching for a good night's sleep, Ford's has a solution with a large selection of luxury bedding, including Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Ford's luxury bedding. And right now, buy select sets and get a free power base at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, the rain was really coming down earlier.
Yeah, it was one of those, I don't know if you classify it as a gully watcher or a frog strangler. Nah, it wasn't quite a frog strangler.
Somewhere on that
It was somewhere
radar.
in that, yeah, that list of categories, official weather categories of heavy rain. But man, we needed the rain and we got it, although I think you're still going to be surprised that it wasn't as much as you think. Like I said, we only picked up about 1/3 of an inch at the Bowling Green Airport with this line as it came through. And then additionally, all the other lighter showers that we had earlier today. But that main line right now is just east of Bowling Green going across the Cumberland Parkway area, and it's weakening as it continues its track off to the east. We're going to see some breaks now back to the west, but we're still not done. The cold front is still back there toward Paducah and western Kentucky. It's going to come through overnight tonight, and then by tomorrow morning, I think we'll finally shut off the waterworks here in southern Kentucky. 72 was our official high today at the airport, 71. So there you go, about normal. 53 was our low, 47 where we should be. Now at the airport, they picked up 1/1500ths of an inch of rain, but we can add to that now another 1800ths actually to make it around 3300ths of an inch of rain. That has not updated as of yet. Right now at the airport, 61. The winds are calm after being breezy and even gusty with some of the thunderstorms. 90% humidity. The dew point is at 58 right now, so it's going to be a mild evening as those showers are still pushing through. 61 right now, according to the Kentucky Mesonet Network. Everybody else in the upper 50s to near 60 degrees through the Kentucky Mesonet Network. And as far as rain chances, we're going to keep that 80% overnight, 40% tomorrow morning until that cold front gets completely out of here. And it's just about moving through the Bowling Green area. Then we have this little disturbance that's going to come in right behind the main area of rain and thunderstorms that we're getting right now. So as you can see, 4 in the morning, there will still be a few showers and perhaps even a rumble of thunder. So don't be alarmed by that. This is not going to be a severe weather event. Like I told you earlier, we'll have a few strong storms, maybe some rumbles of thunder, a flash of lightning, brief heavy rain with some gusty wind. And there have been a few reports of even small pea-sized hail with that line of storms that's come through, but that should be about the extent of it. And then by midday tomorrow, we'll start to see clearing from west to east, and in time for Friday night football, everything begins to clear out tomorrow night and into Saturday morning. Here comes a weak front, but it's going to be dry. It's not going to bring any rain, but the winds will be gusty. on Saturday as we get into the low 70s. 55 tonight, showers and still a chance of a thunderstorm. And then as we get into tomorrow, gradually we're going to see some partial clearing with those showers in the morning. 66, 73 Saturday, 63 Sunday, and then back into the mid and upper 60s to mid 70s for the middle of next week. Back with more News 40 at 10 in just a moment.
Have big dreams for your space? When looking for home decor ideas, you want BG Home Furnishings.
BG Home Furnishings designers are here to bring your dream home to life with one-on-one design help. Personalized advice from the best has never been this easy, accessible, and valuable. The BG at Home team handpicks from over 100 brands to create a selection of furniture and home decor that is tailored to your style.
Call us today to set up your free in-home design consultation.
At Byrider, our customers don't always have the best credit. But here they are, looking more psyched than a 16-year-old passing their driver's test. You see, we looked at factors beyond their credit to help them finance a great car. And that's always cause for celebration. Right now, during our Credit for Being You event, take advantage of flexible payment options on quality vehicles. Get credit for being you at Byrider.com.
Daniel Cameron's staunch position allowing for no exceptions in the case of rape or incest. It is an insult to the injury that these survivors have already made it through.
I'm not the first and I won't be the last. And there are other little girls out there that need that choice.
And now, Attorney General Cameron is demanding access to the medical records of Kentucky women who go out of state for reproductive health care without their permission. That's extreme, and it's dangerous.
If you are at risk for cancer, or if you have received a cancer diagnosis, the MedCenter Health Cancer Services team is here to care for you when you need it most, offering the latest in treatment options, clinical trials, genetic testing, and surgical services. You don't have to travel far to get the care you need. With services in Bowling Green, Franklin, Caverna, and Glasgow, our team cares for people together. Learn more at medcenterhealth.org/cancer.
President Biden delivered a rare primetime address from the Oval Office to explain the U.S. response to the conflict between Israel and Gaza. As Tina Kraus reports from Tel Aviv, there are signs the war is on the verge of intensifying.
President Biden delivered a rare primetime Oval Office address focusing on the wars in Israel and Ukraine.
The assault on Israel echoes nearly 20 months of war, tragedy, and brutality inflicted on the people of Ukraine. Making sure Israel and Ukraine succeed is vital for America's national security.
As the president prepares to ask Congress for billions of dollars in military assistance for both countries, he stressed the need to keep money flowing to the U.S. allies. The president's plea comes the day after his 7-hour visit to Israel.
In Israel, I saw people who are strong, determined, resilient, and also angry, in shock and in deep, deep pain.
In Tel Aviv Thursday, sirens wailed, warning again of incoming rockets from Gaza. The fate of more than 200 hostages forced into Gaza during Hamas's October 7th attack remains uncertain. 30 children are among those kidnapped.
As I told the families of Americans being held captive by Hamas, we're pursuing every avenue to bring their loved ones home.
Inside Gaza, water, food, fuel, and medicine are running dangerously low, with the coastal enclave cut off from deliveries.
I'm calling for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire. For nearly 2 weeks.
On Egypt's side of the border, trucks carrying aid to civilians could start to move soon after the U.S. helped broker a deal to allow 20 trucks to cross into Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu rallied forces ahead of an expected ground invasion, telling troops, "We're going to win with full force. Are you ready?"
Yeah!
Yes, they shouted back. Tina Kraus, CBS News, Tel Aviv.
Well, now to a major development in Georgia's election interference case. Attorney Sidney Powell, a key figure in former President Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election results, has pleaded guilty in a Fulton County courtroom. Robert Costa reports on what this could mean for her co-defendants, including the former president.
Sidney Powell, the conspiracy peddling former attorney for former President Donald Trump, sat in a Fulton County courtroom today and admitted to her role in the breach of voting systems in Georgia.
Are you pleading guilty today because you agree that there is a sufficient factual basis, that there are enough facts that support this plea of guilty?
I did. Powell was sentenced to 6 years probation, will pay thousands in fines, and write an apology letter to the citizens of Georgia. Along with Trump, she was one of 19 defendants in the case brought by District Attorney Fani Willis. Powell agreed to testify truthfully against her co-defendants at future trials.
If I'm Donald Trump or I'm Donald Trump's lawyer, I would certainly not be happy.
Beyond Georgia, Powell was a central figure in pushing Trump's false election denial claims.
President Trump won by a landslide.
In a now infamous December 2020 Oval Office showdown, Powell pushed to seize voting machines to look for fraud. And although Trump entertained her conspiracy theories, some White House lawyers were appalled.
What they were proposing, I thought was nuts.
Powell's impact on Trump and others in the case could be significant.
You were ever in the room with Sidney Powell. You are very, very nervous now.
Robert Costa, CBS News, Washington.
Well, stay with us. News 40's Patrick Carey is back with a look at sports right after this.
The $250,000 mega draw is here at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Win by matching just one number and match all 6 for $250,000 cash. Drawing Saturdays in October every hour from 5 to 8 p.m. Only at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
I'm a native Kentuckian. What I love about Kentucky is its people, its hardworking people. To hear Daniel Cameron say that he's going to take away health care from 95,000 Kentuckians, these are people with jobs, working parents. How does taking health care away make our state better? Cameron is just recycling old Matt Bevin policies. I don't think he understands me, don't think he understands my family. A governor should look after people, not go after their health care. Daniel Cameron is just wrong for Kentucky.
Start your weekend off right with WNKY News 40 Sunrise. Feel Good Friday showcases stories that are sure to put a smile on your face. Feel Good Friday, brought to you by J.C. Kirby & Son.
I'm waking up my day, so let's get it started. Turn it up, turn it on, keep the morning moving right along. Yeah, I'm waking up my day, News 40 Sunrise way. I'm waking up my day, WNKY. Yeah, we're the force to get you out the door. I'm waking up my day, the News 40 Sunrise way.
Weekday morning starting at 6.
If you're searching for a good night's sleep, Ford's has a solution. With a large selection of luxury bedding, including Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Ford's luxury bedding. And right now, buy select sets and get a free power base at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
Saturdays are for football. WNKY 40 is your college football headquarters. Watch games all day on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
The $250,000 mega draw is here at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Win by matching just one number and match all 6 for $250,000 cash. Drawing Saturdays in October every hour from 5 to 8 p.m. Only at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Welcome to sports. The Bowling Green Lady Purples were back in action tonight, and the Lady Purples were looking to keep their state run alive, but they were up against a tough one in the 18-win Sacred Heart Valkyrie. Sacred Heart scored first, and that was the lone goal of the first half. The second half came to a halt with an extended delay due to rain and thunder, but out of the delay, Sacred Heart netted their second goal. Bowling Green's incredible season comes to a close. Final score 2-0. Where our football frenzy game of the week is at Bowling Green High School as the Purples host the Greenwood Gators. Bowling Green is coming off a thriller against South Warren and are winners of 5 straight games. The Gators took down Franklin Simpson last week and are looking to get their first win in program history over Bowling Green. Purples head coach Mark Spader and Gators head coach Will Howard spoke on how their teams are getting ready for this week's matchup.
I told my kids all you can do is ask for an opportunity in life, and we've got an opportunity, so we're going to try to take advantage of it. The number one thing was seeding in the playoffs, because that's what it all boils down to as far as what seed you have and being able to get your RPI up and having home field advantage.
There's a lot of things that we need to get a lot better at if we plan on marching through the playoffs. So I think we had their attention in practice. We're watching film every day and being real critical of some things. And, right now they're responding well, and now we get another good opponent to try to put those things to use.
WKU football is coming off a tough road loss to Jacksonville State earlier this week. The team is now shifting their attention to the undefeated Liberty Flames. WKU is set to host the top team in the conference on Tuesday night at Houchins-Smith Stadium. For head coach Tyson Helton, he is looking forward to getting back on track.
Obviously, we had a tough loss last week against Jacksonville State. Our guys will rebound. I know they're excited to be back at home. Going to be a great atmosphere. Need all our Hilltopper fans to come out to support us, but really excited about being home, really excited about playing an excellent Liberty team, and we got to go get this conference win.
WKU volleyball is gearing up for Sam Houston this weekend after a dominant road performance against New Mexico State. The Tops are currently undefeated in conference play. For head coach Travis Hudson, he believes the offense has been good so far, but feels the defense can take this team to the next level.
That was something, in the last couple weeks that we've talked about as a staff, is getting back to really trying to lock people down on the defensive side, because we've emerged as a pretty elite offensive team again. I would guess we're probably in the top 20 in the country in hitting efficiency again. But defense is the thing that can be the separator for us.
And finally, WKU baseball hosted their second annual Bat Out Cancer event tonight at Nick Dennis Field. The event is designed to raise money and awareness for breast cancer during the month of October. For head coach Mark Reardon, this event is bigger than WKU baseball.
This isn't about us. This is about what we're raising for other people, whatever that is. And whether it's money, whether it's awareness. And yeah, for us to be in the public just in my second year here, to just let people know we're here and that we want to do our part. It isn't about creating interest for WKU baseball or softball. It's about creating, that interest or that awareness of what we're doing it for.
Well, that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
Geez. Hey, Trent. What's going on? You've been here for 7 hours.
I'm having problems with the job. This ain't right. I'm coming back tomorrow.
I should have called JB. Trent. Geez.
Should have called JB Electric. At JB Electric, when it comes to electricity, we don't mess around. Make the right call. Call JB Electric.
I'm a nurse and a single mom of 5 kids. Budgets get tight, especially with costs right now. But Andy Bashir crossed party lines to cut the income tax, putting more money in the pockets of families like mine. It'll make life easier for me and for so many other Kentuckians. Governor Bashir really cares about people, and it shows. He puts the needs of working families first, and it's making a real difference in people's lives.
As Joe Biden destroys our economy, Andy Bashir defends him.
I don't want to be critical of what the president's doing, because at least he's trying. We at least ought to give the president some kudos.
And a big thanks also to Governor Andy Bashir.
He's trying to help us.
Biden's bankrolling Bashir's re-election, funneling $250,000 in donations. Bashir and Biden, or Trump and Daniel Cameron. Trump's choice, our champion. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this ad.
Prepare your child for a bright future by exploring fun at the Born Learning Trails. Each Born Learning Trail has a series of 10 interactive signs that offer fun and active learning activities for young children and their families.
Fly around and tweet, tweet.
United Way of Southern Kentucky invites you to explore a free trail near you today. Visit uwsk.org for a full list of park locations and to learn more. Happy trails!
Senior living communities do all of this for you. They cook all of your meals, clean your apartment, do your laundry. Call Pathways today and let us help guide you in the right direction for your future.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Welcome back. Well, Chris, what are we seeing on the radar right now?
Well, there's still some showers out there, that line of showers and some embedded thunderstorms. Nothing severe is now pretty much east of us, but we're not quite done with the rain just yet. You can see that there are still lighter scattered showers back to the west of us as you travel up Interstate 69 and 24 back into western Kentucky. Those are still going to move through tonight. But much of this rain, anything that's left, should be over with by tomorrow morning and out of here in time for Friday night football, Patrick.
Speaking my language. That's all I needed to hear. I'm good to go for the night. Are we good here?
You made me promise that we get.
And you've kept your promise.
I've delivered.
You've done exactly what we've asked you to do.
I delivered before I delivered.
There you go. There you go.
I'm just saying, I'm that good.
He's that good. All right, Chris. Thank you very much. Thank you at home. We'll see you tomorrow morning starting at 6 a.m. Have a great night.